Hey everybody, it's Matt from Surf City TCG. Today I'm in the top left playing Golbez, Crystal Collector. This is a brand new commander from the not yet released Final Fantasy set. He is a 1/4 for a blue and a black. You get a legendary human wizard that says whenever an artifact enters, surveil 1. Surveil means look at the top and then decide to either put it back on top or put it into your graveyard. So similar to Scry, except instead of on the bottom, it goes to your graveyard. And then at the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more artifacts, you get to return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. And then if you control 8 or more artifacts, each opponent loses life equal to that card's power, the one that you return to your hand. So this is a Dimir deck that obviously cares about having a lot of artifacts in play. So we're playing a lot of cheap artifacts, a lot of cheap ways to make artifact tokens, and then hoping to kind of just dome people with a big burn out of their life total. Once you have 8 or more artifacts, you want to be returning high power creatures. The nice thing is that there are cards, including 2 that we're running in this deck, that have variable powers. For example, Filigree Attendant and Master of Ethereum both have power equal to the number of artifacts you control. So nice synergy with this because it will see whatever that power would be at the time you're returning it to your hand. And if it's 8 or more, it's obviously going to be triggering his ability that says if you control 8 or more artifacts, and therefore everyone's going to be taking at least 8 in that scenario. In the top right, Flamewar, Brash veteran, who transforms, or rather more than meets the eye, into Flamewar Streetwise Operative. This is from the Transformers subset of Brothers War. So let's start off with the backside first. Flamewar Streetwise Operative, which you can play it on that side. You just have to pay them more than meets the eye cost, so that's 1 black and 1 red. And then it enters as a 2/1 with living metal. What that means is it's a vehicle, but on your turn, it automatically is considered crewed and counts as a creature. So it's a 2/1 with menace and death touch that says when he deals combat damage to a player, exile that many cards from the top of your library face down with an intel counter on each one. So we'll get into what those cards do in a moment. And convert Flamewar. So as soon as he hits someone, you exile cards equal to the damage you dealt, and then you flip him over. And then on the other side, Flamewar Brash Veteran is a 3/2 that says sacrifice another artifact, put a +1 counter on Flamewar, and convert it. But he could also pay 1 and discard your hand to put all exiled cards you own with intel counters on them into your hand. So when it's on the motorcycle side, it hits people, exiles cards, and then when it flips over, it can sacrifice artifacts to get bigger, and it can also discard your hand to draw as many cards as you've exiled with the motorcycle side. So it's a draw engine, it's a sack outlet, and it can pump itself all in one nice little package. This is a really powerful commander that discard your hand sounds like a high cost, but really you're just wanting to dump your hand, and then like you end up, especially if you pump him, like for example with something like Excalibur, which we may or may not see this game, you know, he gets +10/+0 in vigilance, you hitting someone for 12 with menace and death touch. And, you know, if you give him trample, it's pretty much over because death touch and trample means you only have to assign 1 damage and the rest can go to face. So really powerful deck, really aggressive, and it can draw a lot of cards really easily. In the bottom right, Ulalek Fused Atrocity. This is the Eldrazi commander from the Modern Horizons precon. He costs 5 mana. Each pip can be played with either a colorless or with white, blue, black, red, and green. So you can pay Wooburg for him. You could also pay 5 colorless for him. If you haven't seen these diamond mana, that means you could only pay those with sources that make colorless. So for example, a Soul Ring taps for 2 diamond, but you could not tap 2 swamps for diamond mana. Swamps can only make black mana. So that's his cost. He's a 2/5 with Devoid. And he says, whenever you cast an Eldrazi spell, you may pay diamond, so 2 colorless. If you do, copy all other spells you control, then copy all other activated and triggered abilities you control. You may choose new targets for the copies. So wow, if you haven't seen this commander before, it is very complicated, very difficult to play. I have a very extensive and in-depth deck list and deck guide, video deck guide. I'll go ahead and link that here. It if you're interested in learning more about this commander, I would recommend you start with that guide because it's a very complicated one that can do a lot of crazy stuff. And then lastly, in the bottom left, Felothar the Steadfast. This is the Abzan precon from Tarkir Dragonstorm. He is 4 mana for a 0/5, and he says each creature you control assigns damage with its toughness rather than its power, combat damage. And creatures you control can attack as though they didn't have Defender. So he animates your walls, and they can hit with their butts. So they, hit with. So he's a 0/5, but he hits for 5, right? And then he could pay 3 and tap, sack another creature, draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's toughness, then discard cards equal to its power. So he can't sack himself, but if he sacked another 0/5 creature, you would draw 5, discard 0, and so on. So this is affectionately called the Big Butt Brigade deck. It plays a lot of big butt creatures with Defender and looks to smash with them. Pretty fun one, and can be pretty powerful too. Enjoy the game.
Alright, maybe it's a little better. I will keep that one.
This is super risky.
Put my commander in.
I'm good to go whenever, Surf.
I better
That's
not.
Didn't work out that way.
Man. These hands.
Go.
I'm going to 6.
And you said you don't like gambling.
I'm just thinking if I should go to 5. This hand is real bad. I'm going to try it. Bottom this card. And I'm good to go. Good luck, have fun.
Let's do it.
Alright, draw for turn. Watery Grave tapped. Pass.
Mountain Shadow Spear, pass.
Waste and pass.
Draw. We'll play.
Oh, you passed. Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Seed of the Synod. Play Commander. Pass.
Won't play Commander.
Untap. I will play an Eldrazi Temple as land for turn, and tap 2 for a Talisman of Curiosity and pass.
Alright. I'll draw. If you had somehow played your commander, I would have cussed you out. I'll play a plane. No, I mean like all 3 of you somehow managed to play your commander on turn 2. I was just left out. I'm gonna play an Arcane Signet and pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Bloodstained Mire. Crack it for. I have to do it first. Underground Sea. Underground Sea. Three. Stride Hanger Automaton. Artifact entering, I'll surveil 1. We'll put an Ethereum Sculptor into the graveyard. And pass.
Mountain. Tap 2 for a prize statue.
Again. It's like the best
It's really
card
good.
in your opener.
Prize statue.
It's
Before
nothing
you go, make a
special,
choice
it's just really good in
to
that deck.
recur.
In this deck, it's
Boom.
amazing. Tap a black and sack a treasure for an Oni Cult Anvil. Whenever one or more artifacts I control leave, I make a 1/1 artifact token. Swing Flamewar at greater, just 2 damage.
Yep.
Alright, I'll get 2 intel counters, or 2 cards. Convert. Then let's activate Flamewar, so I'm going to sack the prize statue to put a +1/+1 on Flamewar and convert it. When this goes to the graveyard, I'll make a treasure. Trigger Oni Cult Anvil, I'll make a 1/1. Pass turn.
Solid.
Untap. Draw. Secluded Courtyard. Tap for 4 for a Thran Dynamo. We'll tap the Thran Dynamo for Herald's Horn. Naming Eldrazi. And pass.
Alright. We'll draw for turn. Land for turn will be an Isolated Chapel of a Godless Shrine. Tap 4 for an Arbor Adherent. It's a 2/4, taps for mana, or taps for mana for the toughness of another creature that I have. And I'll pass.
And tap a Peep Draw. Unfortunate. Can't cast anything. No, this is dumb. Cast Winter Cursed Rider. Pass. Missland.
Swamp. Pay 2 to equip Shadow Spirit at Flamewar. Move to combat Swing Flamewar at Ryan.
For 4?
So, yeah, no blocks. I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast bulk up to double it. So it's 8.
Sick.
Yeah.
Take 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flip Flamewar. Sack. Eh. Let's just pass.
Untap, upkeep, Herald's Horn trigger. Not no Eldrazi. Draw.
Or maybe it is, and you just don't want to reveal it.
It's a spawning bed.
Sure.
Allegedly.
That should count. There's Eldrazi in the picture.
Yeah, it should. I agree, and it makes Eldrazi. Tap the Temple and the Thran Dynamo. Ulalek. Sweet. Tap for 2. For the reduced Glaring Flesh Raker. With that on the stack, pay 2. Copy it.
Oh my god. That's scary.
No. It's okay.
Get a spawn whenever you cast a color spell.
So they'll see each other enter. So everybody will take 2.
Mhm.
And that's it. I'll pass the turn.
Okay. We'll draw for turn. Okay. So no green. I will play a tapped Concealed Courtyard and tap 4 for an enchantment. It says it's called Jaws of Defeat. It says whenever a creature I control enters, target opponent loses life equal to the difference between that creature's power and toughness. And I'll pass turn.
Tap, upkeep, draw. Combat. Attack Ryan with these 2. So 1/4 and a 3/2.
Mm-hmm.
He's bluffing.
I'll block the 1/4 with Ulalek
Okay.
and not block the 3/2.
Okay. No effects before damage. Ulalek's
three.
2/5, so these bounce.
Yep. Taking 3.
Deluge for 4.
In response, crack the treasure, pay 1, discard my hand, and then I'll put all the cards with intel counters into my hand.
Sure.
Burning Catacombs, Tybalt's Trickery, land. Yep, no response.
All right.
Actually, I should. I can tap this and sack the construct to everyone loses 1, I gain 1. That's it.
Efficiency.
All right, miss land drop again, pass.
Tap. Luxury Suite. Tap 5 for Gilded Lotus. Tap the Gilded Lotus for 3 black, black market connections. Pass turn. I think I have to discard the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will discard a swamp.
Untap, upkeep. It is not an Eldrazi creature card. Oh no, it is. Sorry, I lied. Benthic Anomaly. For some reason, I saw the blue pip and thought it was Kozilek's Unsealing. Draw. Yavimaya Host is land for turn. 2, 5, 7. Ulalek. Oh wait, no, I
7
only need to do
mana.
6. Yeah, the temple taps for.
You have 10 mana.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then that is all I can do. I'll pass.
Okay. We'll draw for turn. Land for turn will be a command tower. I will tap. Do 2 for an overgrown battlement. Jaws of Defeat will trigger. The difference is 4, so I will deal 4 to Ben.
Yep.
And then I'll tap 4 for Felothar the Steadfast. The difference here is 5. And even out a little bit.
Do what? Who are you sending that? You
We
cut out.
couldn't hear you.
Sorry, the other 5 at Ben, just to even out the black totals a little bit.
That's the enchantment that's doing that?
Yeah, Jaws of Defeat. Whenever a creature I control enters, target opponent loses life equal to the difference between that creature's power and its toughness.
Gotcha.
Alright, and I'll pass after that.
Tap upkeep, draw. Play Otawara. 4 for Mystic Forge. Pass. Actually, sorry. Let me just exile this and see what else on top. Okay, I will cast the Lotus Petal. Go ahead.
Tap, keep draw. Black Mark Connections, let's full send it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Treasure. It's a 3/2. Draw a card. Lose 6.
How many cards
Swampland
do you
for
have?
turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. This deck goes fast. Tapping 2 black for a liquid metal torque. I'll tap the Gilded Lotus and Mountain Flamewar on its bike side. Tap 3 for Professional Facebreaker. Pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Swamp as land for turn. Okay, so I'm gonna do something, and then Surf, you might have to help me out here, if that's all right. So I'll
Don't
tap.
expect me to be able to do anything useful. But
No. Like rules help. Rules help.
Oh, okay. I could
7,
probably help with that.
8, 9, and put Artisan of Kozilek on the stack. So can I layer? I can layer the triggers to where I resolve Ulalek's pay 2 trigger last, correct? And then copy everything else that happened.
When you cast the Artisan, you get a cast trigger, right? So
Yes.
declare your target for the cast trigger.
Glaring Flesh Raker.
Okay, and now the Ulalek trigger also went on the stack. So you can decide whether the cast trigger happens first or the Ulalek trigger happens first, because they both went on the stack at the same time. So you get to decide the order of them. So if you pay for 2 for Ulalek, it will copy the reanimate effect, and you can choose a new target for it.
Which I don't. But I just want to, because it also copies triggered abilities of Eldrazi, so I just want to make sure I get 2. I'm going to stack it in a way where I get 2 Glaring Flesh Raker triggers from Kozilek, ET being.
That
But
can't
I don't
happen.
know. Yeah, it wouldn't be on the field yet.
You're not going to get the Glaring Flesh Raker in play until all of these things resolve, which is
Even
first.
though that this
Well,
it
actually,
returns
hold
it to
on.
the battlefield on cast.
Oh
Well, you've
yeah,
already-
never mind. So you have that happen first.
Yep.
Then that enters, or yeah,
Because
then
it's
think-
that
still just a
enters.
cast.
No, there's no way you can get 2 Flesh Rakers.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. What you're saying is you want 2 Flesh Raker triggers from the Artisan ET being.
Yes.
Okay, so the
Yeah,
Artisan
that'll
brings
happen.
back the Flesh Raker. The Flesh Raker's now in play. And then... Oh, no,
second-
then you have to resolve the Ulalek trigger before the Artisan lands. so you can't copy the Fleshraker.
I got you. Okay, because the trigger
Because
it
you've
won't
got-
even see.
You've
I see
got
what
the
you're saying.
the spell of Artisan. You've got the Ulalek and the the Artisan's trigger, both on the same level. So you can put those in whatever order you want, but they're both going to be above the Artisan spell. So that will be the last thing to happen. And by the time that happens, triggers the Fleshraker on ETB, and then there's no Ulalek trigger to copy anything.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Sweet.
So we all take one.
So there's one trigger from the
Yes.
Fleshraker
Yeah,
damage, right?
everybody takes one.
Okay, so
And then I untap the talisman because this only cost 8 instead of 9 off the Herald's Horn. I can't get Professional Facebreaker to scan. What does it on combat damage that you make treasures?
Yep, one or more creatures deal combat, one treasure.
It's like a half of a Grim Hireling.
Okay, so it is per player. You have the
Yes.
potential to make 3. I don't know if that's really like anything too crazy to worry about. He already makes treasures on upkeep, so I'll just pass the turn.
okay. Tap, draw. Less interesting turn. Unfortunately, I think I just play this exotic orchard. Pass the turn.
Can you hit spacebar when you're done, Greater?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Thanks. All good. Untap. Upkeep. I'm gonna Mystic Forge, pay a life. Exile Black Market Connections. Okay, draw for turn. This is so shitty. I have like 7 spells in my deck that are over 6 mana, and I've literally drawn every single one of them, and no land.
Ouch.
Is there a saying or the threat?
Definitely.
What I heard.
Kill
What I
me.
heard.
Kill me, please. 2, 3. Whatever. Tap 4. What's this again? Don't want that. Alright, I'm gonna tap 3 and delve away all 5 of these cards. Take 3 time. That's good.
It's got to be at least one land in there, right?
Don't jinx me. Okay, take that card and just take those 2. Alright, I'll play Darksteel Citadel's land for turn. We did it. Pay 2 for Talisman of Dominance.
shit, game's on.
Yeah, look at that. I'm up to half of Ryan's mana. Pass.
I have 10 mana as well.
Shut up.
Or actually, 12. Okay.
Someone kick this guy.
Who knew Rakdos could make so much mana? So team draw. Black market, I'll pay 1 life, make a treasure. Tap 4 for a Thran Dynamo.
Big mania.
Yeah. Um, cast Excalibur for free.
What's that do?
That's totally fine.
It's a equipment. It gives a creature +10, +0, and vigilance.
God damn.
It's definitely not gonna draw me 12 cards right now.
Seems suspicious.
Tap the Thran Dynamo. Move 2 equipped to Flamewar. 1 floating.
Trader, do you have anything? Can you maybe
Anything?
dig in response?
Does it give it hexproof?
No.
No, it just gives it 10 attack and vigilance.
But maybe if you find a swords in response, it'd be better to do that now. I don't know. Like, were you gonna sack your?
Yeah, that was the plan. If I got
You should.
swung at.
Okay. You can
Sure.
live
I mean,
that.
I can look. Let's see what happens.
If he hits with that,
So
I think we're already screwed.
the 10 cards. What would be drawing you the 10 cards?
So
Have you
Flamewar,
read
whenever
his
I do a
commander?
combat damage, I put the top that many cards with intel counters, and then the other side, I can discard my hand and then put all those cards into my hand.
Yeah, he did that earlier. That's why he has
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I was thinking like actual
10
draw.
times more cards than
That's why I
everyone.
was.
No, these are.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of like.
yeah, I get that. Sure, fuck it. Let's look. I'll tap for a green, white, and black, and sack the battlement to draw 4. Discard 0. 3 and 4. Did not get there, unfortunately. That's priority on the quick.
Okay.
Thanks for trying.
I'll tap 1 with the 1 floating from Thran. I'll move to equip Shadow Spear as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Move 2 attacks. Flamewar going at Ryan.
What is it?
It is 13-2. Menace, Death Touch, Life, Trample. Sorry, okay. 13-2. Trample, Lifelink, Vigilance. Menace, Death Touch.
Yep, I'll block with Artisan and Glaring Fleshraker.
His Death Touch?
Yep. Menace, Death Touch on the card.
You have to double
Okay.
block if you're blocking.
Yep, I am.
Okay, so do I gain 26?
What?
Lifelink?
Why would you gain 26?
Because it has lifelink.
It's not dealing 26, is it?
No, it doesn't have double strike.
Yeah, and it has to. How much damage got through?
Oh, it just what got through. Okay.
Well, no, you're gonna gain. So
13.
it's got Death Touch and Trample, so he only has to assign 1 damage to each blocker, and then everything else will get through.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so
you're gonna gain whatever its power is.
So 13. Okay. And then that's 11 coming through to Ryan.
Are you sure
Yep.
you want to block Ryan? Did you know it was Death Touch Trample?
Yeah, I mean, I would kind of want to kill it. You
Fair.
said, yeah. I mean,
Okay. That's true.
yeah. So I
You
mean,
can't
at least
sack
he
it.
can't. Yeah,
Yeah, that's smart.
taking one
Uh,
for the team.
Kane 13, put the top 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So the death touch still kills it immediately, even though it doesn't have first strike.
It's not immediately. It just only needs to assign one to do lethal. So you guys
Gotcha.
still get to do damage. If it was
Yeah.
first strike, then that would be
Gotcha.
like
It
impossible
would
to
just
block.
happen automatically.
Even
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, gotcha.
It dies.
You also make a treasure.
I'll make a treasure.
First strike, death touch, trample are a few words that should not exist on a card together.
I'm gonna put Flamewar in the graveyard.
Did you make your construct?
No. Thank you. I'm going to tap 3 to cast Brash for treasure, so I'm gonna sack the 1/1 construct to return an artifact to the from my graveyard to the field, so I'll return Flamewar. I believe it has to be on its front side.
Yeah.
Whenever you reanimate it. Okay. Okay. I'll tap my last 2 lands to equip Excalibur. Shadow Spear will not be attached to it. And pass.
Untap.
How many cards do you have in exile?
11.
Temple of the False God is life return. Tap for 2 and a blue, taking 1. Attempt to imprisoned in the moon. Flame War.
Nice.
Okay. In response, sack a treasure, discard my hand, and put the 11 into my hand.
Yep.
Discarding Blast Act, Sword of Feast and Famine, Exsanguinate, the One Ring.
Glad to see the Exsanguinate go.
Solid.
Got a lot of mana.
And then it's a land.
Yep. Taps for colorless.
Didn't you sack it?
Nope. I just I just paid its ability.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it tapped?
Should I sack it in response? Because then it'd just be stuck as a land.
It's still an artifact.
It is? Okay.
Yeah. Loses all other card types. Oh,
No,
never mind.
yeah.
It's
No, it's not.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
is artifact a card type or a super type? I don't know. I would assume that you need to do it now. I'm not sure.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it now. It's fine. Sack to Oni, Colt Anvil. Everyone loses a life. I gain a life. And it's costs. This is the second time it's in the command zone. Oh wait, no, just the first time because I put in the graveyard.
No, it's the second time. Surf deluged earlier.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Secluded Courtyard for blue. 3 and 5. Well, let me do that differently. Sorry. So the secluded for blue, 2, 5. I don't even need to tap this. We'll just do it for, so yeah, it's 5 total. Oblivion Sour. That on the stack, I'll pay 2. Target Ben.
I have one land in exile already,
Oh, you do?
but
I'll target Ben.
I
Hopefully
might
we'll
die.
just yeah. Hopefully we'll just maybe get rid of something good. So you'll exile the top 8, Ben, and I get all lands.
Okay, Sword of Wealth and Power, Icar Wellspring, Lightning Greaves, Calling the Weak, Deadly Rollick, Carrion Soulcleaver, Command Tower.
Sick.
So
It's
One more card, right?
yeah, one more. Lizard Blades.
Well, got rid of some big.
At least you hit 7 non-land.
yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
pretty good still.
Yeah, I will take that. So I have a command tower. Enters untapped. This will be my command tower. 4. So wait, I tapped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, I didn't need to even tap this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I paid 2 with that. Okay, that's what that's from. Never mind. Pass the turn.
All right. I know, Matt, you've been fucking starved. I've been flooding so many lands. Okay, let's see if this will do something for us. I'm going to. Well, I'll come back to that. Let's have 2 and Demonic Tutor. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's see. We can't get back into this. All right, so Flamewar is currently in the command zone, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Could do that stupid trick. Still 4. Not yet. Not yet. Sorry, this is my first time playing this, so I'm just
No worries, take your time.
still. Yeah. I think I'd rather have that burst. I'll take that. I think. Yeah. Shuffling, sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's only been 2 minutes. You're fine. Take your time.
Okay. I will then tap 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. For a Tree of Redemption.
Nice.
The difference is 13. So I'll do 13 to Ben. I will shack in a Temple Garden, taking 2. And cast a. Oh, nope. Can't do that. I will just pass.
Untap, upkeep. Guess I'll draw this. Tap for cast my commander. Pay 2 for Lightning Greaves. Trigger Golbez. Surveil 1. Guess we'll put this in the graveyard. It's a Basim Ibn Ishaq. Right, play island as land for turn. I guess let's put the boots on him. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts. So I'll pay 1 blue. Cast a Thought Monitor. When that enters, I'll draw 2. 1, 2. And then I'll surveil 1 after that, because this is an artifact. I'm gonna leave that on top. Crack Lotus Petal. Cast Soul Ring. I'll surveil 1 again. Put that in the graveyard, I guess. It's a Plaza of Heroes. Pass. Oh, sorry. End step, trigger this thing. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 artifacts, so I can return a creature from my graveyard to my hand, but I don't have the second part. So I'll bring back Basim Ibn Ishaq.
Okay. Draw.
Don't forget the connections.
I'll pay 3 life. Draw a card and make a treasure. Okay. Tap Thran Dynamo for Rakdos Signet. 1 floating. Soul Ring.
Jesus. All the mana.
That is a lot.
I'm gonna tap, this is 7. For Flamewar on the creature side. I'm gonna then tap 6 for Noxious Gear Hulk. ETBs that destroy a creature, gain life equal to its toughness. I'm gonna pick your tree greater so I can gain 13.
Hold on a second. Go like that. I've got to use it, right? I'm gonna cast Everybody Lives. I need that.
Okay. What does that do? Just give it.
Everything is, all creatures get hexproof and indestructible. Players gain hexproof until end of turn. Players can't lose life. Players can't lose the game or win the game. This turn.
Sweet.
Land for turn is a mountain. I'm gonna just pass my turn, move to end step. Gotta discard down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 cards in hand. I'm gonna discard 2 lands. Pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Not an Eldrazi creature. Um. Two and a red for Kozilek's return. Deals 2 to each creature.
Alright, I will respond. Cracking a treasure. Malakir Rebirth on Flamewar.
What does that do? Just bounce it back?
I lose 2 life, and then when it dies, it comes back.
Yep. Okay. Sweet. If no other responses, everything else just takes 2.
Do we take 2 also?
Yeah, all creatures. Just all creatures.
Nope, no players. Okay.
Yeah. I was just trying to.
Then the herd.
Yeah. Just trying to get rid of Flamewar. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so command tower. 2 and 5. We'll tap the Secluded Courtyard for a blue. For a Benthic Anomaly. With that on the stack, I'll tap for 2 colorless. Copying it. So the first
Nice.
one I'm gonna
A
target.
whole lot of words in that box.
Yeah, I'm gonna target the Noxious Gear Hulk, Surf's Commander, and Felothar, and I'm gonna make the creature Felothar.
Okay.
The second one, I'm going to target Surf's Commander, Tree of Redemption, and Noxious Gearhulk, and I'm going to choose Tree of Redemption. So,
You don't want
Felothar,
Noxious? You get the
Huh?
ETB. If you choose Noxious, so you get its ETB.
yes, I've
Okay.
got something else in
Okay.
mind. It might not be the best play. So Felothar, I'm choosing Noxious, so 5/4, 6/8, and then Felothar, so a 6/13.
So you're choosing Noxious for ban both times. Guess it's the biggest, right? So
Yes,
what is
but
it?
not
6/5?
choosing.
That's a 5/4.
Yeah.
So
Its toughness equal to
so
the
that's
total
6/8.
Yep, and then a 0/5. I'm having it ETB as Felothar, right?
Okay.
So
So
that
yeah,
works.
you get a 6/13,
And then
and the
I'm
other one
choosing.
is
It'll be
Tree of Redemption?
Noxious and Tree of Redemption. Yeah, so it'll be a 6.
19.
21. Well, 6/8 is
Yeah,
mine and
6/21.
Ben's.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
That was
That's a good
pretty
play.
sick.
Unfortunately, I do think it is sick. Well, it
Yep.
doesn't matter. 6, not for what I'm gonna do, because Felothar. Ah, shit, Felothar's sick as well. All right, well, we'll see if it sticks around. Move to combat, swing. Since I have Felothar, we'll swing an 8/8 at. We'll swing an 8/8 at. Doesn't really. Yeah, we'll swing an 8/8 at Ben and a 5/5 at Surf Commander. At Surf.
Yeah. I'll not block.
I'll block with the Noxious.
And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. To upkeep, draw for turn. Cricket. So he's got 6. Gotta play that first. I will tap 3. A Kolfanor's Urn. Whenever a creature with toughness 4 or greater is put into my graveyard from the battlefield, I may exile it. At the beginning of my end step, if 3 or more cards have been exiled with this artifact, sacrifice it. If I do, return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control. 4, 5. Don't like that. My land for turn will be a swamp. Yep, gotta pass the turn.
Okay. How many cards does everyone have in hand?
I have
6.
4.
Okay. just gonna exile this, I think. So, the Might Stone and the Weak Stone.
That was a stupid foul. My god.
And tap upkeep, draw. Play Academy Ruins as land for turn. Alright. Blue. And black. I'll play Basim Ibn Ishaq. If I cast a historic spell, he can't be blocked this turn, and I draw a card only once a turn. Alright. 1, 2, 3. I'll cast Liberator Urza's Battlethopter. That's a historic spell, so I'll draw a card, and he can't be blocked this turn. Okay, paying 2 for Riddlesmith. If I cast an artifact, I can draw. If I do, I discard. Let's pay 1 life to exile a Dimir Aqueduct. Damn it.
When does this come out? June 10th?
It's pretty bad. Whatever. Pay 2, activate Academy Ruins to put an artifact from my graveyard on top of my library. Have I played a land yet, actually? Did I play the Academy Ruins? Did I already have that? I think I played that because I was wondering if it triggered him. Okay. Yeah, I'll put the Lotus Petal on top, and then I'll cast it off the top for free with Mystic Forge. And that's going to trigger both of these. Oh, he should have gotten bigger when I cast Riddlesmith. Okay, so I'm going to surveil one first. I'll put an island in the graveyard. And then with this trigger, Riddlesmith's trigger still in the stack, I'm going to sack this Lotus Petal and cast this Springleaf Drum off the top with Flash because of Liberator.
Cool.
And so I still have a Riddlesmith trigger on the stack, but I now have another Riddlesmith trigger and Golbez trigger again. So I'll do the Golbez trigger first. Well, I'm gonna look at the top first with Mystic Forge. Okay, I can't cast
Instant
that.
speed look? Instant speed look?
Yep. I have only 1 mana, so Surveil, I'm gonna leave it on top. And then I'll do 2 Riddlesmith triggers. So I'll draw 1 and then discard. Discard a Filigree Attendant. And responding to next Riddlesmith trigger, instant speed look. Okay.
Nice.
Not doing anything, drawing, and then discarding again. I'll discard Master of Ethereum. Okay. That's all the shenanigans I can do right now. Guess I can go to combat. Sure. I'll move Lightning Greaves over to Basim. And I will send a 2/2 at you, Ben. It's unblockable this turn.
Sure.
He'll get a +1 counter on damage. Second main, I'm going to move the boots back to Golbez. And then I'm going to attempt to move to end step. Alright, Golbez trigger. I have 8 or more artifacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 exactly. 2, 3, 7, 8. Yeah. So I'm gonna return a creature from my graveyard to my hand, and opponents will lose life equal to that card's power. So I'm gonna take this Filigree Attendant, and its power is the number of artifacts I control, which is 8. So everyone loses 8.
Ouch.
And I am done. Look, I did something.
You
That was
did.
pretty cool.
Nice.
You run Battle Thopter in your Ulalek, don't you, Surf?
Oh yeah.
So,
Flash is nuts in that deck.
yeah,
Because you can copy a ton of shit, Ben.
yeah.
Plus,
Black
I have
market.
can find Battlethopter if you have one.
Okay.
It's expensive though. What'd you do with Black Market?
Treasure draw.
Okay.
And I lost 3. Land for turn is a mountain. Okay. Tap 5 for tap 6. Marionette Master.
Ugh.
Um, Tap the Soul Ring for a Nimble Right schematic. On
Did you
ETB, I'll make a
fabricate?
1/1. Oh, sorry, Fabricate. Yep, 3 counters. ETB, I'll make a 1/1 colorless construct. I'm gonna immediately sack it to Flamewar, converting it, and putting a +1/+1 counter on him.
Two triggers.
Trigger Oni Cult Anvil. So I'll make another 1/1. And then trigger Marionette Master, paying Ryan for 4.
Okay.
Quick, activate tree.
It's sick. I don't know that I'm a problem, but I have 0 cards in hand.
Oh, you do?
You can't.
Mm-hmm.
You can't let him untap with that board. Are you crazy?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I
You don't
mean,
need
yeah,
cards.
Ryan. I'm not. Yeah, you have no cards. You're not dead yet. All right, 4
And
to
you
9,
can
but
you're gonna draw 21 next turn.
Well, I mean, what good does that do me if I'm at 3 life and can be killed at instant speed?
we'll leave him at 3. You're being monitored right now. All right.
Can house arrest.
Yeah. Paying 2 mana to move to equip to Flamewar. Excalibur.
Crumble.
Anything?
Crumble.
Nothing? Okay. Alright. Rumble in response. Two blockers there. You have 3 blockers, Surf. 2 blockers on Greater. So both your blockers have 0 power Greater, right?
Yeah, but they assign damage with their toughness, so
Oh, that's
technically
right.
it's 5/5 and 13/13.
Okay. Okay. Tap the Thran Dynamo, move to equip Shadow Spear to Flamewar. 1 colorless floating. That's it, okay. Moving to combat. Flamewar going at Usurf. And Professional Facebreaker also coming at Usurf.
Okay. What
So
are
it's currently 3, 14. Trample, Lifelink, Vigilance, Menace, Death Touch, Flamewar, and then just a 2/3 Menace, Professional Facebreaker.
they? 12 block your commander.
Okay.
Actually, what's its toughness again?
3.
How many cards in hand?
5.
How many treasures do you have?
3.
And sorry, what is its power again?
14.
So I'm gonna take 12 plus 2. Triple block. Commander.
Triple block. Okay. So toughness
3.
3. So you'll take 11
Does Death
from
Touch, right?
Flamewar. It does have Death Touch.
Yeah.
And then you take 2 from Professional Facebreaker.
Yep, I'll go to 9.
Okay, so I'll make a treasure from Professional Facebreaker. Top 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Which he's dead, right? Yeah.
Flamewar is dead.
Okay.
a commander in the graveyard.
Nah. Oh wait, I should put in the graveyard because of Marionette. Thank you. That's actually good. Ping greater for 4 with Marionette because of Flamewar graveyard.
It hits the graveyard anyway. You could put it in the command zone if you want.
Oh, okay.
All right, I took 4.
Commanders die, and then when they go to the graveyard, you have the option to put in the command zone.
Gotcha.
It's not a replacement
Replaced.
effect. No, it's not a replacement effect. It's a trigger. Well,
Oh, cool.
if it was a replacement effect, then you wouldn't get the death trigger.
Second main phase, tap 5 for a mana geyser.
That's pretty good. I got 3.
7.
$17. Now what? Sack a token to Professional Facebreaker, exile the top. Ping greater for 4 with Marionette. Ball
Ouch.
ritual. Don't really need that. Do it again. Ping greater for 4. Soul Shatter. Do it again. Ping greater. Do it again. Ping greater. Goblin Engineer.
All right, 1 sec. Yes. I guess it wouldn't be. Yeah. I'm gonna tap the Tree of Redemption first. Go up to
This is
13.
with the 4 on the stack.
Yeah, the current 4 on the stack.
Actually, hold on. I need to leave 1 treasure up. So let's just back up for a second. One less ping at you. So there's been 3 pings total. I had 4 treasures. 3 are going at you.
Yeah, so you'd still be at 7.
And then I'm leaving 1.
So there's
Okay.
no more targeting me, or you're.
No more right now. There's the 3 that happened, and that's it. Oh wait, I already flipped the card though. No, I already flipped the card. Sorry, that's my mistake. So there's nothing's changing. There is the 4th one coming at you, and then you wanted to respond.
So there is 1 more coming at me.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. We'll activate Tree of Redemption.
Pass priority. Well, hold on. Others get to respond to that potentially. Are you doing
I don't
anything
have
about
Yeah,
it?
yeah. If anybody wants to respond to it.
No, I don't have anything.
Well, I was mainly looking at Ben, the
Yeah.
one who has
No.
our lives in his hands.
No, I don't.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. And I'll go ahead and activate Felothar for 3, sacrificing the Tree of Redemption. On 1, 2, 3. I'll draw 7, discard 0. I'll also exile it under the urn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. No further responses at the moment. Or. Got.
Now lose 4.
Now you lose
Mhm.
4.
Done?
No, not done.
Damn.
17 red, seize the day. 13 red, floating. Untap target creature after this main phase. Additional 1. Professional Facebreaker untaps. Anything else in this main phase with this floating mana? I guess I'll cast Surly, Goblin Engineer, Loyal Apprentice. Okay, this mana goes away. Now we're moving to my next combat from Seize the Day. Professional Facebreaker. You just have 1 blocker, right, Greater?
No, I have to tap this guy, so I'm wide open.
Okay. Just Professional Facebreaker at you.
All right. So 3 or 2?
That's 2. I'll make a treasure. Can I do anything else? Oh, that shit's gone. I can... Can kill Ryan. Not going to, though. These go away. Pass turn.
Wow.
I fudged that up. I should have left 1. If I just left 1 treasure floating, I could have done way more. I just messed up. Happens.
Untap. Upkeep. Not an Eldrazi. Land for turn. Tap the tree.
Pass priority.
Yep. No response.
So you're gonna draw 3 cards, right?
I'll
No.
gain 21. I'll go to 21 life.
Oh.
And then just exchange my, I mean, it'll just be a 6/3 tree. I mean, I feel like I've got to do that rather than draw cards.
Reasonable.
Unfortunately, wish that wasn't the case, but
I mean, is there any world where I don't ping you here?
I mean, even if you do, mine will resolve still, correct?
No.
I was spawned to the trigger, right? So you'll die.
Not if you're dead.
What do you think, guys? I kill him now or let him frolic some more?
You have no cards, Ryan?
I have 0 cards in hand. I don't. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
It's up to you.
I mean, Ben, I've got 0 cards in hand, brother. I don't.
You got.
I mean,
I do have Felothar, but I'm gonna have to discard a shit ton of whatever I draw, anyways.
I mean, I guess if you make a deal that you won't affect me at all.
Ben,
this
you and I do
turn.
this every time, and Surf always wins. I'm just gonna say it. I mean,
yeah, I'll keep you alive.
I'm not gonna make any more deals. You can kill me if you want to. That's fine. I'm just saying, Surf wins every time that we start doing this.
Well, I'm not gonna not do this because you could kill me if you don't make a deal with me. So just make a deal with me, and then we can kill Surf.
I will focus on killing Surf first. That's the best I can do.
The fuck?
I mean,
Oh damn! Justice for Surf. He didn't
Yeah,
deserve
Surf's reputation is preceding him at the moment. Sure, that's fine.
go to 21.
Just trying to play with some toys over here.
Tap for 3. Activating Felothar, sack the Oblivion Sour.
Was it 7 or 5/8? So you'll discard 3.
No, I'll discard 5. Right?
Oh, equals to his power. Yeah, you're right.
6, 7, 8. One, two. Okay. Discard Temple of Silence, Morophon the Boundless, Plains Island, Vile Redeemer. Um, two, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forsaken Monument.
Pass. Dude,
Good.
Ben, if you didn't have the ring tempt you and make Marionette Master legendary, then you can equip Excalibur to it.
I know, I was reading that. It's like, damn, that'd be crazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, so 4. And then this will tap for 3, so 7. For All Is Dust.
Uh,
Dude.
Creator has priority.
Shit in my
Wait.
hands.
Wait, do you just die to your own discard then?
Huh?
Why would he die?
All of my stuff will stay.
Oh, colored permanents. Yeah, I don't
Well,
have
I
anything.
have at least one colored artifact dying.
Oh, from Marionette
A
Master?
marionette. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
So just 1.
No. Well, no.
I pass
Okay, so
Oh,
this
how
is
many?
Are you
so this is
responding?
resolving. I'm not.
Well, hang
yeah, I'm
on.
gonna-
I can't see all your board. How many? Is that the only colorless artifact you have? It
Colored.
should be, right?
No, colored. Colored,
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Yes. So that's the only one that will go. So Marinette will only trigger once, right? With how the board is now.
That's how it seems.
Well, yeah, but I could also sack. I'm going to sack stuff because you're gonna kill Marionette Master.
You only have 1 treasure, right? Do you have an instant sack?
Well,
outlet?
I can tap Oniko Anvil to sack an artifact,
Okay.
which I'm gonna
Well,
do.
you
So I
have
have like
priority.
I have three pings at the moment with Marionette.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, I did it. I'm not going to take it back. Whatever.
Okay. So then, yeah, it's gonna die anyway. So sack a treasure. I mean, who am I gonna ping? This is your first main phase?
Yes.
Okay. Um, I'll ping you for 4.
Yep.
Tap and sack the Nimble Right schematic to ping you for 4. Everyone will lose 1, I gain 1.
Yep.
And then it will resolve, and then Oni Cult will be seen by Marionette, so you get pinged 1 more time.
Yep. Down to 8.
And then everything else that's colored goes away. I do
Wow.
make another 1/1
Saw my
artifact.
life flash before my eyes.
All right. So All Is Dust is good.
Command zone. No, I'm gonna put my commander under the urn, or exiled with the urn, and Jaws of Defeat is or sacrificed.
Move to combat, swing. Benthic Anomaly at Surf, Ulalek at greater 7 to greater, 10 to Surf.
Say that one more time.
Benthic to Surf, which is gonna deal 10 damage because of the Forsaken and Felothar, and Ulalek will deal 7 for the same reason to greater. I would have gained 2 off casting the All is Dust as well from Forsaken Monument.
I'll die.
Yeah, I will die in response.
GG.
Pass the turn.
Surf. How do I get to the Discord?
It's in all my video links. So if you find me on YouTube, you can find the Discord link in any of the videos.
How many cards in
It's-
hand do you have, Ben?
Surf City TCG on YouTube.
3.
Like and subscribe. Blah blah blah.
All right, I will be sure to check that out. Thank you for the games, guys.
You too.
Yeah,
Nice to meet
GG.
you. Have a good one.
You need to have you start putting those cheesy captions that influencers do where they like capitalize every other word and like he did what to me in this commander game?
That's good. You should do that.
He played what on turn 1?
I'll get right on that.
Or you should do like Pub Stomper gets his sweet, justice or something. Alright,
Clickbait.
tapping. What is it at now? 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9. Land for a turn, Arid Mesa. Am I ordering this correctly? What's the toughness of your creatures?
13.
Oh,
This is 3 now.
that's okay. Never mind. That's fine. It's not relevant anymore. Pay 1. Activate Flamewar. Discard my hand. Put all the exiled cards in my hand.
Yeah, forgot that those were stuck around. Yep, that's good.
Discarding Toxic Deluge and Arcane Signet. I mean, let's see what I can do. I don't know. Damn, yeah, not that much. Good shit. Yep, that's it. Tap 2, cast Mirror Retriever.
Whoa, the turn order got messed up?
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
You're passing.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
So when it dies, I can return an artifact from my graveyard to my hand. So I'm gonna sack it to Flamewar. It'll die. Flamewar will convert with a +1 counter. And then I'm gonna return the One Ring to my hand.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tap 4 to play the One Ring.
Yep.
Gain protection. Then. I'm gonna cast a Braid, destroying your Forsaken Monument. Tap the 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, tap the One Ring, draw a card, put a burden counter on it. And then I'll move to end step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards in hand. I'm gonna discard land, land, land. Pass.
Untap, upkeep. Not a Eldrazi creature. Land for turn. Four command tower for green. Turn of the Wild Speaker. Draw cards equal to the greatest power among non-humans. So 7.
Is because Raider is dead, is anything happen with like Felothar and your tree, or is it just like a
Well, I
copy,
made their
so it doesn't
copies,
matter? Okay,
so I
I'm
don't
not
think
sure.
it matters.
True.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Protection from everything Annihilator would still work, right?
Yes. Yes. Protection. Well, actually, does it target? What does it say?
It doesn't give the description on the current card that I have. I'll have to
I'm
look.
pretty sure it doesn't target. Protection stops damage, enchantments, targeting, and blocking. Blocking and targeting.
It just says defending player.
Yeah, that's
Sacks.
fine. As long as it doesn't say the word target.
Okay. 2, 4. Yeah, 2, 4. Actually, 2, 4, 5. Red. 6 for Hideous Taskmaster. Put that on the stack. Pay 2. Copy it. So can I? It's just you gain protection, right? So I can still target your permanents.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So I'll gain control of Flamewar. That's the only creature and a cleric, I guess. We'll haste and Annihilator 1. And then I'll swing the 2 Taskmasters, the cleric, and Flamewar at you. So you have 4 Annihilator 1s.
Okay. 1 cleric. 1, 2, 3 lands.
What is making clerics in this Rakdos deck?
It's a construct. It's just I'm too lazy to.
Okay. Robo cleric.
Robo. So your life can't change, so that's pretty much it.
Oh wait, he converts though, right?
I guess, does it still deal combat damage.
Oh, that's a deal combat damage.
Yeah.
So no, because I'm immune.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't do any exiling or anything.
Okay.
I will pass the turn.
Yeah, I wonder if it was better to wait. I guess you might have died.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I was just trying to get rid of some lands. It very well could have been better to wait.
Draw. Vault of Whispers land for turn. So many blockers. All right. Burning counter, draw 2. This deck needs more win cons. You have very beefy blockers as well. What's the... They're not being buffed anything, right? So just 6.
Yeah, 6/13, a 6/3, a 7/8, and a 2/5.
Can I even get through to you? Tapping 6 colorless for Wormcoil Engine. Tap
Are you playing
4.
Sundering Eruption in there?
No, that doesn't sound
You should have
familiar.
that. It's the MDFC that destroys the land and makes it so creatures can't block that turn.
Yeah, I need more unblockable shenanigans for sure. Alright, paying 4, equipping Excalibur, Shadow Spear. Are you gonna respond to anything, or is that fine?
Nope, that's fine.
I'll tap 3 for a Foundry Inspector. Artifact spells cost 1 less.
Mhm.
I'll play an Iron Apprentice for free. It ETBs with a +1/+1 counter on it.
Mhm.
I'll tap 1 for Talisman of Indulgence.
I mean, don't you just win here? Like, I don't understand.
He's got all those blockers, right?
You have Death Touch. You know how Death Touch and Trample works?
Oh, I only need to assign 1.
Yeah, I'm marked at 19 commander damage.
Oh,
man.
okay. Swing at you.
Yep.
I'll be honest, I did not know how that worked out with the Death Touch.
Yeah, I'll shoot you straight. I didn't either. I thought it would only kind of worked like that with first strike. Because I
Yeah.
thought I didn't know you could just assign.
The reason it
one
works
damage.
is like Trample. If you read like what Trample does, it means like once you assign lethal damage to a creature, then the rest can go to the player.
Yeah.
So Death
Gotcha.
Touch says it only takes 1 damage for it to be lethal. Therefore, 1 damage is lethal, and you can assign the rest to the player. Does that make sense?
See, yeah, I thought since like it had 11 power or whatever, it still had to deal. Like you didn't get to just only assign 2 of that 11 power. You still had to assign 11 power to those
Yeah.
creatures, and then once.
No. It's pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah. By supporting me on Patreon, you help me toward my dream of quitting my day job and opening my own local game store. You can earn credits that you can use toward in-depth and detailed deck reviews, one-on-one coaching sessions, custom tokens, and more. Thanks for your consideration. I truly appreciate your support.